How do you, Laura, encourage Hillary supporters to keep it positive? How do you, Jeff, encourage Obama supporters to keep it positive? How do we move the dialogue as we continue to move forward and make this thing work for all of us and for America? And let me start with you, Laura.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I read the New York Times online, and you know, there's a lot. I also feel that way. In fact, I read the story today or a couple days ago about, you know, there's Hillary supporters that are going to protest the DNC meeting on Saturday. And a lot of there's a new PAC that formed over the last couple of weeks called Women Count, and they are fundraising, and they've done those full page ads in the New York Times, et cetera, that have said, you know, make every vote count, make every voice be heard. And in essence, it's a sort of campaign for Florida and Michigan, and to just keep, you know, making sure that the process continues and that we make sure that we don't count out Hillary until the process is over. It's really the point of it. And after that article, there were like, oh my, 50 blog posts that were just, you know, that's horrible, and how could you guys do that? And we have to end it, and you know, and they were very negative. And I was shocked, because I hadn't really seen that kind of sort of negative blogging on Hillary Obama articles for you know, I haven't seen that before. So I feel that same way, and it did bother me. So I think the best thing we can do is what I've said before, is that we still have a process, we still have an election, and that we really work hard, make a commitment in this room, and spread it out to, you know, the city, the state, and that we both campaigns say, and I really believe, you know, obviously Hillary's saying it, but Obama's been saying it too, that we need to finish the process, we need to work out Florida and Michigan, and then we need to, you know, have a nominee. And when that is over, then we will all unify. But until that point, you know, let's still work together, let's not be negative, let's not tear each other down, because that is not good for the party. Remember, this is a close race. There are tons of people still voting for Hillary Clinton as we speak. They still believe in her, and that's okay. That's a good thing for the party. It's a good thing to help us win back the White House, and let's make sure we let the process finish, and then we can all come back together.
I agree with pretty much everything you just said, Laura. Absolutely. The Obama campaign does not want acrimony. We must be united as we go forward in the process here. Let the process finish. Be respectful of each other. You know, I read quite a few blogs online, and some blogs are Barack Obama blogs, and some blogs are Hillary Clinton blogs. And, you know, I've seen flame wars between the members and posters at both blogs, and even within the people posting on the same blog. So that disturbs me. Whenever I see that on the blogs, I don't read those comments, I don't read those posts. I just skip right over them. I go to something that's more uplifting, more positive, more meaningful. And that's what we must do as voters and as citizens in our country. Keep our eyes focused on the prize. We are one party. We are one people. We are striving to take the White House in November. Either one of these candidates would make an excellent president. Our party principles are built upon respect for those who do not possess, you know, the things that many of us possess. Those who are downtrodden, those who are poor, those who are outcast. And I think we as Democrats feel, rather than you're on your own, as Republicans seem to, we feel we're all in this together. And indeed, we are all in this together. And I think we must all keep that in mind as we go forward. With regard to the Rules and Bylaws Committee meeting coming up, the Obama campaign has put out a notice to its mailing list and all its supporters that they do not want protests at the RBC meeting. The people who are going to do that the main focus of the Obama campaign this summer will be registering voters. The suggestion it has for Obama supporters in the Washington, D.C. area during the RBC meeting that day is to go to Northern Virginia and register voters in Northern Virginia. And so that is what people who had been planning the RBC meeting now are going to do. And that is something that I will be focusing on this summer here in the local area, registering voters in my congressional district. And I think that way, we can all benefit by making the pie bigger. We can register new voters that will be excited to come out in November and vote for either of these two candidates, but most importantly, to put a Democrat in the White House. And to me, that's number one, and I think all of you feel the same way, obviously, but in many parts of the country, polls show that the race still is close. We have a lot of work to do. I think in the end, Barack will easily win the presidency, but we can't be complacent. We must work for it. We must work in every state, every county, every precinct to get as many people to come out for Barack Obama as possible, or if it's Hillary Clinton, the same thing goes.
Keep in mind, they stole 4 million votes in 2000, they stole 6 million votes in 2004.
Yeah.
They're going to steal 7 to 8 million votes this time, or disenfranchise people. We've got to get 12 or 15 million extra people out there voting. So, yeah,